Math 082 Practice Final Exam Review Problems 40, 41, 42, and 43. We are going to find the slope of this given line, and we will do so by converting this equation into y equals mx plus b form and then picking out the m value, which is the slope. To isolate y, I am going to add 13 to both sides of this equation. Bring down that equal sign. On the right hand side we have negative 5y, and on the left hand side we have two unlike terms, an x term and a constant term. They do not simplify into a single term. We write negative 11x plus 13. To isolate y, we must divide by the number multiplied against it, which is negative 5. You distribute division across addition and subtraction. Bring down the equal sign. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 is 1. We have 1y. Y is isolated. Right here we have negative 11 divided by negative 5. Negative divided by negative is positive. We have 11/5 x. Here we have positive divided by negative, which is negative 13/5. So this is in y equals, here's the m. It's the number multiplied with x. So the m value, the slope, is 11/5. That is the slope of this line. Let's check the answer key. Here we have number 40, 11/5. Let's move on to problem 41. We want to find the slope of this line, y equals negative 3. If we were to write it in y equals mx plus b form, we would note that there is 0x term. So we could write y equals 0x minus 3. Algebraically this makes sense because 0 times any number is 0, so we still have y equals negative 3 here, but we have written this equation showing the m value. M, which is the slope, is 0. You may also recall that y equals a number is the equation of a horizontal line that passes through, in this case, negative 3 on the y-axis. I have just drawn y equals negative 3. That is a horizontal line. It is flat. It has no slant, no slope. Again confirming that the slope value is 0. Check the answer key. Here in 42 we want to find the slope of this line. Again we will convert to y equals mx plus b form and read the slope value. To isolate y, let's begin by subtracting 8x from the left hand side and from the right hand side of the equation. Bring down that equal sign. 8x minus 8x is 0. On the left hand side we have 5y, then equals. These terms are unlike. They do not combine into a single term. Writing the x term first, we have negative 8x, and that negative 11 is written minus 11 in the presence of another term. Now to isolate y, we need to divide by the number multiplied with the y. That is 5. Distribute division across subtraction and addition. We have y equals, this should be read as negative 8/5 x minus 11/5. This equation is now in y equals mx plus b form. Here we have the slope, the number that is multiplied with the x. Slope abbreviated lowercase m, negative 8/5. Let's check the answer key. Problem 43. We will find the slope by converting this equation to y equals mx plus b form. To isolate y, I will add 5x to both sides of this equation. Bring down the equal sign. 8y equals. These two terms are unlike. They do not combine into a single term. We write both terms. Write the x term first, 5x, and then minus 11. To isolate y, we need to divide both sides by 8, distributing division of 8 across addition and subtraction. 8 divided by 8 is 1. We have y equals, this is equivalent to writing 5/8 times x minus 11/8. This equation is in y equals mx plus b form. M is the number multiplied with x. M, or slope, in this case is 5/8. Let's check the answer key.